Hi, and welcome. My name is Paula Robinson Deere. I'm the Executive Director and CEO of Eworkstyle Institute, and today is the graduation for our ACCESS Community Fellows. ACCESS is an acronym for Another Course to College Educational Service Solutions. We've been funded through a WIOA grant from the state of Massachusetts, and we're lucky enough here today to have the Executive Director from the New Bedford office of the New Bedford Workforce Investment Board, who oversees the WIOA grant, Jim Oliveira. He's Executive Director and CEO. Jim has not only served as a member of the U.S. Navy, he subsequently served in the Navy Reserves. Jim has his bachelor's degree from Southeastern Massachusetts University. Professionally, he served in a variety of positions, including Executive Director of the North End Business Association in New Bedford, branch officer with Shawmut Bank, and advisor to Mayor John Bullard. Subsequently, Jim served as the city's economic development director. So today, Jim is here congratulating us and giving a few words of advisement to our young folks as his executive director and CEO of the New Bedford Workforce Investment Board. Welcome, Jim.
Thank you. And as they would say, greetings to all of the participants of this meeting today. It's a happy time, and as I drove to this location, I thought about how difficult it was for myself many years ago, trying to figure out, okay, how do you get into college and how are you can you be successful at it? And it was a little difficult in those days because most parents were blue collar workers. They were not really knowledgeable about the college process and what it took in order to be successful. And it took me a little bit of time to figure out the ways, the pathways, so to speak, to get there and to understand the commitment that you have to make in order to be a good student and to carry forth your life plan. That said, over the years I've been involved in workforce development, and I have had a particular interest in working with youth and youth programs that work. And I want to report to everybody that's with us today is that eAccess is a program that works. It's a program that provides the proper support services, the mentorship, and the leadership to relate to young people who normally would not have this type of opportunity to access college, a college education. So I've taken particular interest in this program. Last year was highly successful. This year equally successful, and we're hopeful that as time continues, we can figure out how to create a larger model, and which means we're going to have to clone Paula and Paul. That's what I've heard, and that as we move forward, this program is not only going to be successful in New Bedford, but also one that other training entities such as our workforce board may have an interest in replicating as well. So I want to say congratulations to all the folks who have completed today, and I wish them great success in their college careers and in their futures in their lives. Thank you very much.
There's no applause, but I have to say thank you to Jim. Also for the young people, we've worked with the ACCESS Community Fellows over the course of the past year to help them go after their career goals and to get into college. And to each of this year's fellows, I have this to say. Self-belief is half the battle in life. We've brought you through writing and reading and understanding how to do assessments, research, and put things in a presentation, most of which you'll see today. But each of you must continue to develop the ambition and follow through with whatever you believe in. If you believe you're capable and if you believe in your dreams, then you must be willing to do what it takes to make life happy, secure, and comfortable, according to your standards. If your transition into college will bring you halfway there, then you must finish your career goals and start the next phase of your life strongly. You have to develop a schedule that will make you powerful. You want to continue to educate and train yourself. You want to save your money, take care of your resources, and do not pass opportunities by. You want to bring yourself to rise to the occasion of your life, no matter how difficult obstacles are to overcome. You are in control. Let me say that again. Each of you are in control. So you must lose the timidity, the shyness, and the fear. You must choose to exist. Your values, insight, and opinions are important to us all. You, each, are important to us all. So become formidable. Fight injustice. Fight pollution and poverty. Make your neighborhoods, cities, and regions safer places to live, and save the earth. We're all depending on your generation to pick up where we left off. With that said, I would like to begin by welcoming the first of our presenters, Kayla Mercado. So Kayla has a background in women's equity. Her career goal is to become a lawyer. She started with us about halfway through our year, so she'll be coming back in 2021. And she won't be presenting a slide presentation today, but she does want to share with you her experience so far. Kayla, welcome.
Hello, my name is Kayla Mercado. I'm 21 years old and a mother of a 1-year-old son. Before I knew about this program, I didn't believe I could go to college. I was in a really bad space with little to no support. I just thought I was going to go to work, but since being in this program, I feel like I could conquer the world. This foundation is more than just being schooled. It's life skills, mentoring, inspiring, and being indulged in education and knowledge of oneself. If this foundation grows, I believe it can be a life-changing process for others, for sure. Thank you.
Thank you, Kayla. Her 1-year-old son's adorable. He's been a part of the program many times, and he's got a mouthful of teeth now. Oh my goodness, adorable. Okay, so our next presenter is Sarah Ramos. Sarah came to us with an interest in gaming. And so how do you take an interest, a passion in gaming and turn that into something that you can make a career out of? So we've figured that out. So what we did was we gave Sarek, like most of our other students, a project to work on, and he completed it, and he's going to share his interest and how he decided what's important about gaming as he moves forward. By the way, Sarek has signed up and been accepted to Bristol Community College, and he starts in the fall. Sarek?
Hi, my name is Symbolic Ramos. As a fellow in the ACCESS program, I opened up and learned to be more social and how to talk about my hobbies to my fellow students and my instructors. I also learned more about the college as well as how to do college level work. I chose the subject because I always enjoyed playing video games as well as watching others. In the time spent with my fellow peers, I realized I had a special gift for playing video games. I would like to share with you some of the things I learned while working on this presentation, like the history of gaming and the consequences, as well as the pros and cons. Thank you for watching, and please enjoy the video.
Board games and outdoor games were primarily simple technologies. Most were made of paper, wood, stone or metal. By 1930, amusement parks such as Coney Island in New York, White City, Worcester, Massachusetts, and Lake Quisigamond, also in Massachusetts, provided non-electrical, coin-operated pinball machines. 1950, the earliest known electronic game was Birdie the Brain, an arcade version of tic-tac-toe built by Joseph Tate for the Canadian National Exhibition. Today, games range from board games to international digital web competitions that encompass single-player events and group team events around the world. The silent generation, born in 1928 1945, played board games like Monopoly in 1933, Sorry in 1934, Easy Money in 1935, and Scrabble in 1938. Baby boomers born 1946 to 1964, primarily 57-year-olds, continue board games. Complex 1940, Clue 1947, Scrabble was re-released in 1948, and by 1961, Space Wars. Generation X, born 1965, 1980, digital computer games. Brown Box in 1967, Atari and Pong 1971, Odyssey 1972, and Pac-Man in 1980. Millennials born 1981 to 1996, mobile games with action and shooting including Mario, Tron, Tetris, and Nintendo 1981, 1985, Sonic 1991, and 1991. Tomb Raider in 1996, Generation Z, born 1997 to 2017, aka post-millennials, represent 14% of gamers playing console digital games from disc to SD type games. Generation Alpha, born 2010 to 2020, the first generation to be born entirely in the 21st century. They play digital games and virtual reality visor games that could evolve to become holographic games in the future.
Welcome back. Thank you. Thank you for watching. Thank you, Sarek, for that insightful presentation. The next guest I want to introduce is Jordan Lopes. Jordan has a background and really passionate interest on nutrition and wellness. His career goal is to become a nutritionist. Jordan has signed up and been accepted to Bristol Community College. He'll be starting in the fall. And Jordan he's been trying to get us all to switch our diets over to more nutritional foods. I need help here. Yes, okay. Let me just go back to the presentation. Anyhow, I fully expect that Jordan is going to impact the lives of people here in New Bedford and all of his friends and family members to get them to be fit as fiddles. I want to welcome Jordan and really hope you enjoy his presentation. Jordan?
Hello, my name is Jordan Lopes, and before I came to Eworkstyle Institute, I wasn't as confident in my abilities. I wasn't as just belief in my experience and in my intelligence, and I wasn't able to create movie scripts in the short film you guys are about to watch. As an ACCESS fellow, I was able to develop and increase my abilities in reading, writing, researching, and just overall confidence in my abilities to do what I want to do. I chose nutrition and wellness because I want people to understand the importance and impact of nutrition and wellness in high quality foods and how it can impact our lives in a happy and healthy way. I hope you guys enjoy the flick, and just enjoy the show.
Symbolic Connection. Food can be used to feel better and heal. It is just a matter of choice. Do you want to eat the necessary foods to feel better? Because our bodies are made of minerals and elements, and food is made up of the same, food is directly connected to how we look and feel. The irony in it all is how certain nutrition is symbolic to the design of our bodies. There are many more of nature's plants that are symbolic to our creation. such as trees and their branches look like our nervous system. A tree stump looks like a fingerprint, and even a baby's placenta has a tree on it. You are what you eat. On the photograph on the right, you can see multiple different foods that are symbolic with our creation. On the first line, you see avocado with the uterus, how the seed is like symbolic, how it represents the egg in the thing. Tomato has 4 chambers, just as our heart has 4 chambers. And ginger is good for digestion, just as it is symbolic with our stomach in the digestion process. Ginseng looks like our veins. Walnuts is symbolic with our brains and is good for our brain. Grapes look like our lungs and is good for the lungs. And kidney beans look like our kidneys and are good for kidneys. If you want to go back to see the photograph or anything in this presentation, the address is on the bottom of the page.
Hi, welcome back. So our next guest, thank you, Jordan, for presenting, by the way. Our next guest, next speaker is Ariadna. This took me months. Ariadna Contreras Roig. Did I say that right, Sophia? She goes by Sophia, and her presentation is on emotional intelligence. This young lady's thinking is off the charts. Her career goal is social work, and or she's been also looking at psychology. Sophia's been accepted into Bristol Community College's program in the fall, and her presentation is on emotional intelligence. There were a number of things that happened where we didn't get a chance to put Sophia's presentation together in slides. So she's going to be presenting a portion of her presentation from PowerPoint.
So, hi, my name is Ariadna Sofia Contreras Roy, and I joined the ACCESS program because I was looking for a way to look for to gain skills at a low cost or no cost. When I started the ACCESS program, I learned how to be more confident, more comfortable with myself. I got to see, they gave me the opportunity to see how intelligent and smart I could actually be. And I learned many skills, as well as they provided a lot of support and guidance throughout everything. I joined this program when I was going through a very tough time in my life. I was struggling a lot as a single mother, and this program offered me the opportunity to learn new skills in order for me to be able to increase my income. So I will be sharing a little bit about what I've discovered. My topic is about emotional intelligence. Emotional intelligence is your ability to identify what you are feeling, why you're feeling it, how what you're feeling affects you, and how your emotions affect everyone around you as well. Several qualities of a person with a high emotional quotient or intelligence is not being afraid of change. They see change as a fact of life, and they quickly adapt. They're self-aware. They know what they're good at, what they can work on, and what kinds of environment suits them best. They are empathetic. They can easily relate and understand others' issues. Balanced and able to have a healthy professional and personal life balance. Identifying and solving frustration. No perfection as an impossible standard. Curious, open-minded, and love to explore possibilities. They're gracious, grateful, and happy. Frustration is a primary emotion anger displays. Frustration is rooted in demands of blame. Frustration is experienced via rigid beliefs and thinking. Constant frustration needs a change of approach. Quit negative thinking and negative self-talking. Do not get sucked into the blame or blaming drama. Become more flexible and adaptive in your viewpoints. Use your talents, gifts, resources for a positive approach towards things. The next slide is about unworthiness and envy. Um, what I would like to introduce with these slides is the concept of the fact that if behind every emotion, there's a positive message for action. And so unworthiness, the feelings of unworthiness can take away your drive for a good life. Unworthiness is an emotional expression of self-inadequacy. Envy is a self-destructive emotion for measuring who has more. When you're feeling envious, interrogate yourself, improve yourself. Change feelings of unworthiness and envy to work on your needs. Use negative feelings to develop positive personal development. Gain more knowledge, develop strategies, learn to use tools, think through skills needed for a positive, fulfilling life and career. There's also guilt and forgiveness. Guilt, regret, and remorse occurs when you feel wronged. These emotions tell you no more of this or enough. Guilt is also your violation of your highest standards. Learning to handle guilt properly can fix regret and remorse. Forgiveness is an essential to end guilt, regret, and remorse. Forgiveness means really letting go of the negatives. Forgiving is a gift to yourself, freeing you from a burden. Have integrity, be responsible for guilt and forgiveness.
Okay, our next presenter is Tyler Felix. Tyler is a 2-time fellow with us. He came to us last year in the middle of the year, and we asked him to stay on as a advanced fellow, and he's helped us not only put on this production. Tyler got signed up for and got accepted to Bristol Community College last year. He's taken classes with initially a major in broadcast communications, which he has then also switched to engineering, water maintenance engineering. All right, but I want to kind of hang on to him because we really need him in the broadcast media area. We would not have been able to put on this production without him. Tyler's background, because he's decided to work with Blue and Green Careers last year, he did a really nice video presentation. His career in the future is looking at water treatment. And what we're trying to do now is to get him to understand not only how water treatment is being developed as we move forward here in New Bedford and its impact on New Bedford, but also what it's going to look like as his career progresses over the next 20 to 30 years. Welcome, Tyler.
Thank you, Paula. Hi, people. She said pretty much everything that I would want to say, so now I need to come up with something on the fly here. But yeah, so I've worked with them for, feels like it's been years, but I think it's only been like a year and 3 months now. But time has flew. I've honestly changed so much, and I owe it all to Paul and actually Paula Deere. Like I feel like the help that I've gotten from this actual program has been so much more than school and then all that. I feel like it provides me with the structure that I really needed to flourish. And these past few years have been some of the best years of my life, and I know it's because of them and because I've had that structure to grow, and I've had that support and just people telling me that I could do things that I thought I couldn't, and then actually going out and doing those things. Yeah, they're just both awesome, and I really love them both with all my heart. Like, this program is amazing, and I hope we can continue doing it. And I made a short video, and this is a clip from it, on the blue and green economies. If I can remember right, this is about wind, I'm pretty sure, and the future impacts on our finances. NREL estimates that by 2030, there will be over 95,000 jobs in the wind energy field. And by 2050, there's projected to be over 150,000 jobs in wind energy. There are also lots of benefits for towns and cities to switch to renewable wind energy. The first and most obvious is job creation. An average work site for a 100 megawatt wind turbine will create 60 to 80 construction jobs and 5 to 7 operation and maintenance jobs. Next is property tax. Local governments can expect to generate $500,000 to $1 million plus in taxes for your city and town. There is also a tremendous trickle-down effect from renewable energies. It also stimulates multiple local industries such as the concrete, roads, environmental siting, and legal industries. In some cases, it can also stimulate local manufacturing. The only downfall is, right now, it is currently a little cheaper to continue using fossil fuels, but that is changing, and rather rapidly. According to the Wind Vision report done by the National Renewable Energy Laboratory, by 2050, wind energy will be more viable, more reliable, and cheaper than fossil fuels in all 50 states.
Good afternoon, I'm Paul Deere. I'm a co-founding partner and the president of Eworkstyle Institute. It gives us great pleasure today, as you can see, being able to support the fabulous work of these young folks. During the course of the year, we put them through a really rigorous curriculum and training, but also a lot of serious investment in terms of personal development, as well as self-empowerment. They're highly motivated, and as you can see, they're really looking forward to continuing their education, not only in college, but as they move forward towards professional advancement. At Eworkstyle, our guiding principles are centered on economy, work, and lifestyle. Our mission for the Institute is about contributing towards sustainable community building. As we move forward into the 21st century, and as you could see with the challenges that we've had globally with this pandemic, that it becomes essential that we make an investment in leadership development and beginning to generate an intergenerational pipeline for mentorship. That's where we're focused as we move forward. We hope that you will join us online at eworkstyle.org, and where you will be able to not only register for some online classes, become a member of the Institute, but also follow our work in public and community service for the past 25 years. I also want to invite you to continue to support not only that Black and Brown lives matter, but to follow our work and our leadership as we continue to move forward to make Black and Brown lives better. Thank you very much for joining us today, and we'll see you soon. Stay safe and well.